So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs... He rises! Decent enough try.
Nunez certainly could have and should have made more of that.
He's played it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
So I'm assuming, Jim, that Roberto Baggio will be given freedom of the park.
I would think so, because if you tie him to a position, I think you take away his natural instinct.
And it's not just that he is such a great player, but others seem to get better around him.
Yeah, because he can produce such huge moments with his dribbling ability, and I think that gives the rest of the team belief and that winning mentality.
Interesting ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the crowd aren't happy. They wanted a shot and it didn't arrive.
Robertson. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Havertz.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Havertz is wide and looking to get onto this. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Nice ball, and there's the shot! And one more try!
Bayer Leverkusen would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You could feel it.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Goalkeeper's ball. He's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And it's Insigne.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well timed, excellent interception. Nunez, Havertz, and the finish! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
After 19 minutes is...
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And here's Baggio. Robertson. Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And he was quick to react. And that's put paid to a promising move. Engages and forces him off the ball. Looking for options for movement. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. No, that was never going to make it. Newcastle trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. That's a sharp pass. Insigne! That carried quite a threat. That is good alertness. Darwin. Half an hour played now. Oh, played through for the wide man.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Now it's Havertz! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now the finish! And the counter is on. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Baggio. Passing is crisp and sharp. Roberto Baggio!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Darwin. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And here's Baggio. He's had a hit! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Lorenzo Insigne. Havertz. That has been cut short. The message is clear, none shall pass. Oh, no joy this time. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. How would you review the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Bayer Leverkusen head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. There's the start of the second half. Bayer Leverkusen carrying a 1-goal lead. Great chance! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Bayer Leverkusen are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
João Neves, and he's intervened well there. And they're back on the ball again. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good.
Nunez! And he thumps it clear. It's Insigne! What a hit, what a hit! A rocket anthem! A finish right from the top draw! And they are pulling clear here.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but
Real chance! Loose ball now. Oh, what has happened here? Ball is over the line. And he's taking no chances there. Bayer Leverkusen really do look to have it all sewn up here. And it's Baggio. Oh, that's a key interception. Jagrova. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Jagrova. Can he get it through? Chance! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
It's become a case of men against boys.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Jagrova.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Jagrova, and that's been intercepted. Threads one in. Vieira. And here's Insigne. Nunez, there's the hit! They are rampant! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
Bayer Leverkusen are having a ball here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well read, nice interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Roberto Baggio.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Havertz. Still no way through. He's going for goal! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! He's got himself an absolute peach. How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And it's Insigne.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bayer Leverkusen are looking to break at pace. Nuno Mendes. Insigne. And it's Vieira. Oh no, he's got that wrong. 5 minutes left on the clock. Havertz. Well read, and the danger is averted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
3 minutes added time.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Lorenzo Insigne. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. And that is that. Bayer Leverkusen pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness,
Just a quick
ruthlessness,
announcement, we would like to inform
relentlessness.
you